Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ready Steady Play.
Good to see you.
Hey guys.
It's Michael.
And Michael.
Oh yeah, I did that wrong, didn't I? I'm Mike.
And I'm Michael.
I'm still Ollie.
He's still Ollie. And we
need some new names. No, actually, it's a great name.
I'll call you Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Better than
Can I be Captain Wesker, please?
No.
Okay, Albert.
Albert Wesker, yeah. And you can be Barry.
Basil.
Remember Barry?
Yeah, I do. Which I'm going to find quite funny because that's my dad's name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that. Why didn't I know that? I must have known that. And we are playing...
I didn't know that.
He's a bad friend.
a terrible friend. It's
true.
Snap. It's true. Depends what we're playing.
We've actually got a game called Bad Friends.
So we are here playing Resident Evil 2. Does anyone remember Resident Evil 2? You've probably noticed it recently because the HD remake is in the media at the moment.
Indeed.
This is my worst nightmare.
And Michael loves zombies and sort of body dysmorphia type stuff. So
Yep. His favorite,
body modification, body morphing stuff.
his favorite
mutations.
movies: Hellraiser, The Thing,
All awful. All awful.
Ash versus
Run
the
away.
Evil
You know,
Dead.
Michael's never actually been able to watch The Thing. He's too scared.
Really?
He's terrified of
What
watching
about-
it.
Oh, see, there's a bit now that when they're doing the resuscitation, I want him to see that.
Well,
'cause I want to see
Michael
his reaction.
saw that scene, and that's because he saw that one scene, the resuscitation scene.
As a child.
He never,
Well, as a younger
he'd
person.
never watch it. But this is Resident Evil 2. It's based on a video game from 90-something.
Yes.
Or early 2000?
No,
Is it?
90s.
I was going to say 1997, but I don't know if that's true.
No, the first one, I mean, I played this on the N64.
Did you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I played it on the PlayStation.
Yeah, it was, the first one was on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I think the second one was on, I don't know, the first one might have been on N64 as well. But I definitely remember having the first one on my computer,
Yeah.
and the second one on N64.
No, I know for a fact Resident Evil 2 we had on the PlayStation because my oldest brother got it and then terrorized me with it because of the scene in the gun shop, which he was like, Ollie, come over and see this, it's really cool. And I walked in and I'm like, oh, fantastic, it's a game. Oh my god. Ah!
It's so scary.
There's a second time
Back
he
in the
did it to
day,
me.
it was very scary.
He did it to me with
I saw it
Jurassic Park
earlier.
2.
It was scary.
Michael was scared of it. Michael, it's for some people it hasn't dated.
It was funny watching him jump. I wasn't expecting it. He physically jumped off of the floor. From a sitting position as well.
I ran away. I went in the opposite direction of Ollie's phone.
Yeah.
Away.
So it's actually kind of funny, really, because this is the board game version. Just kickstarted. This is the Kickstarter version that's arrived from Steamforged Games, and it's
Everyone was keen to see us play it, weren't they?
Yeah.
we gave you options, and this is what you wanted.
Yep. So we listened. We did listen.
We listened and we got it out. It was either this nonsense or Super Heavy Martin Wallace Economic Euro.
No, I know what I'd pick.
I mean,
For the first,
Neither.
I think, yeah. Michael's like, why didn't you vote for Fireball Island, you traitors?
I love it.
So in revenge, Mike picked the scariest anti-Michael game he could think of.
I didn't have any options. This is
No.
what the people wanted.
People
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you would lean into Brass because I know how to play that, and I hadn't even unboxed this, but now I know how to play this. It's not complicated.
It's really
knowing
not.
is half
Even
the
I
battle.
can do it. Sorry, Ollie.
Knowing is half the battle.
It is.
Knowing is half the battle. So what we've done is the
Zombies.
game itself is very much a sort of the way it works is that if you looked at the campaign at all, you'll know there's a huge stack of stuff. If you saw the video where I was showing you what I got, all I've got in that video is the core set plus the stretch goals plus like 2 add-ons which were Kickstarter exclusive. And I got like the terrain and the doors. And I don't usually get that kind of stuff, but let me tell you, I'm super glad I did, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But that content is already a lot, and that wasn't even like half of what was available, I think. So there was an awful lot of content
So many
available.
boxes.
So many boxes. Well, and that's sort of a side thing, because although it is a lot of boxes, the actual content is fairly light. I'd say that there's more content in the Rising Sun Kickstarter,
Yeah.
the Rising Sun All-In, than there was in this, but I think I had more boxes for this. which is nuts because it's so badly packaged.
So much wasted.
So much wasted space. Really inefficient. But we'll talk about that later.
You know how Mike feels about efficiency.
What I really wanted to get to, I think package design is so important because what am I going to do with all of those boxes? It's a massive pain in the... And final thoughts. The point is, what I wanted to say was that the game is actually very, very... The board game is very much true to the video game in the sense that what it presents you with is essentially a campaign. And you start and you play through the campaign and the scenarios are very self-contained. It's not like a sort of a skirmish...
Pick up and play skirmish.
Dungeon crawler type scenario. It's not like because I think a good sort of halfway house is like Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition, where it's still this kind of adventure game. You're moving around a board, you're unveiling tiles, but because of the nature of the app and the expansions, it can have quite a random element to it, right? But
Agreed.
this is.
Agreed.
Yep. But this is very much fixed, and so like with Mansions of Madness, every time you get an expansion, the potential equipment increases, the potential monsters increase, that kind of thing. Whereas with this, it's like you don't use all of the items that come with it. You deliberately set all the items, the scenario deck, everything is very set up for this specific scenario that you're doing. You play through them in order. If you're playing campaign mode, you track your progress, and so you begin missions with different things based on your success and your failures previously. If you're playing scenario mode, which is the exact same as campaign mode, except instead of going through an order and tracking your progress, you just pick one of the levels to play, and then you have a sort of a set starting scenario. You have a set starting items, but otherwise it's the exact same thing. So the actual construction of the decks, the monsters available, their locations on the board, none of that changes. When you play a scenario, whether you're in scenario mode or campaign mode, it's pretty much the exact same experience, and all that changes is your starting items and what you've done leading up to this point, which is interesting. What it means is that, for example, if you got the Death from Above add-on, which comes with the moth and the crows and stuff.
Scary crows.
The scary crows. You will never use those in any of the scenarios in the core set. So you'll have to play the scenarios that come from that set. Is that correct?
So it comes with an explanation sheet that says this bolts onto a specific scenario mission, gives you the number for it, and it's just an extra room that takes part on that map.
Okay.
So it's fixed on a particular level within... I mean, if you were playing the campaign, it would be within the storyline, but otherwise there's one level it says, put this room here, it contains the moth.
It wasn't 5A, was it?
No, I think it was 5. I think it was 5B.
There's no 5B.
Shh. I know it wasn't 5A because the alligator says immediately after this one you might want to do the alligator mission.
Right. So because this is from the Leon campaign where you're escaping from. So if you played the original game, there was basically 2 full campaigns. It was Leon and Claire, and Claire Redfield being Chris's sister from the first game. But
Chris.
And
I know nothing of this.
Michael knows nothing of Resident Evil. So
I ran away.
And so brain fart. And so this is just, but the actual scenario book that comes in the core set, while it has I think 8 sequential scenarios,
Yes.
it doesn't differentiate between Claire and Leon. So while this is Leon's campaign, Ollie's going to be playing Leon, I'm playing Claire, Michael's playing Ada Wong, who was a side campaign and like an unlockable campaign in the original 2 anyway. So you wouldn't even use her in Leon's campaign at all.
I know for a fact that Hunk is in one of the expansions, but I'm still curious as whether or not Tofu is as well, because it was a super hidden unlockable that if you played the game all the way through, you could also play as Hunk, who was the Umbrella Special Forces dude, who his entire mission is get a sample of the virus. And then if you managed to do his, you then got to play as Tofu, who was it was literally sentient block of tofu, who for some reason the zombies still wanted to eat, would die to 1 damage from anything.
And he is available as part of the Kickstarter campaign. I didn't go all in on this because I was very hesitant after Dark Souls delivery was so bad. But, you know, I just love Resident Evil so much. I'm a big fan. I've played a lot of the games all the way through, up into 4. I did not play 5. I did not play 6. But I played 7 all the way through in one sitting because I liked it a lot.
5 is good, but you have to play it with another person because the AI was appalling.
I heard it was pretty bad.
I mean, it had a big amount of controversy over the whole tribal thing, which was really...
I didn't really play it, right? But it's set in Africa?
Yeah, it's set in Africa, and the first three missions are... This is a regular city in Africa where most of the people infected are going to be black because it's Africa. There's the occasional Caucasian and European thrown in, and then a few missions in, it's just like, oh, and here's an indigenous tribe that have gone tribal again because of the effects of the Plagas. And that's where it caused a lot of controversy because you've got an entire enemy faction that are basically Zulu warrior-esque, but filled with hidden worms.
That sounds revolting.
Yeah, I do actually. I think I did actually play some of it co-op at one point.
But the thing is,
it doesn't feel like it's co-op. Doesn't feel like Resident Evil.
No, but it's partly because the AI was terrible. Like you'd spend as much time running away from your AI companion who's trying to heal you with the precious green herb because you got scratched.
Whereas if everyone remembers the Barry and Jill fight from the first Resident Evil game in the crypt or whatever, where you're fighting the what's her name? Oh, the girl that's stolen her parents' faces. I can't remember, but his AI was superb.
Yes. No complaints whatsoever.
Anyway, without further ado, let's stop talking about the video games and we'll talk about this now.
Yes.
And by which I mean we'll start playing.
Yes. So
we've picked scenario 5A, and the reason we picked this one is there's 2 bosses in the core set, and this is the first boss.
Yeah, he's a scary dude. We showed Michael the video to it, and he jumped out his skin.
Yeah, even though it's like fucking 8-bit polygons.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Right. So.
Hey. If it's scary, it's scary.
If it's scary, it's scary, but... Right.
Hey, do you know what I realized?
We need to put down story.
No, wait. Let me just point out that we have accidentally channeled our inner Resident Evil here for some scary mood lighting. But I think it might be too scary for Michael, so can you please turn on the other light, Michael?
Oh, yes, please.
I was wondering how long we get away with darkness.
Scary mood lighting. Do you know what? The entire Resident Evil 2 soundtrack, the original one, is on Spotify. So I was playing it while Michael and I were setting up the game, and it was really cool. It's like, it was really atmospheric. It reminded me a lot of the game and stuff. I do actually really like...
It did sound really cool soundtrack.
The early Resident Evil.
I love the fact that when you started up the game, it was Resident Evil.
Do you know what's really funny? So on Spotify, they don't refer to it as the Resident Evil 2 soundtrack. I'm going to talk really quickly now because I want to get started on this game. They called it the Biohazard 2 soundtrack because that's the Japanese name. But you know what's really interesting is that in America, Resident Evil 7 is called Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
It's called Biohazard.
No, in Japan it's called Biohazard 7 Resident Evil.
Look.
That's deliberate, man.
So we usually do this, but here's the box.
Oh yeah, we usually do this. Here's the box for the core set.
And look, it came... Look! What sort of game comes with a notice like this? This is not cool. This is not cool for someone like me.
Actually says on the back, keep away from Michael.
This is not safe for Michael Smith.
Seriously?
Do you know what's really funny is I was playing the demo for the new HD version.
Thank you.
And Michael sort of was watching me for 10 minutes before he left, and he was like, "Oh, this is very scary." But what was funny was we saw RCPD up there, and he was like, "Oh, what does that stand for?" I'm like, "Oh, that's where we are. That's Raccoon City Police Department." And Michael was like, "It's not called Raccoon City Police Department. You were having me on." I was like, "No, it's really called Raccoon City." Michael's like, "You're so full of shit. You're always pulling my leg."
You are, Steve. You've done it so many times now. It's like the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, but I also love that you just wouldn't buy into Raccoon City because it's such a stupid name.
Hey, I love now that I know it.
Raccoon City sounds lovely.
I love how now it's real. I like it.
I wrote down some easy to forget rules because we don't have any kind of cheat sheets or anything, player aids or anything like that. Yeah. So sorry for the very low. Anyway, whatever. Starting points, Michael. Yeah,
Hello.
Where are they?
I think, Leon, you should start as first player because it's your campaign.
So the starting points in this scenario are here.
Yep.
Or here.
Here. I will go here because so there's an immediate locked door, but there are items, so I'll start there.
All right.
With my gangster Leon.
Do you want to start with Ollie again then, and then I'll go down here in the basement because I think there's just less stuff down here.
Not there, dude.
No, other side of the door.
Okay.
You don't get to be locked in a room by yourself.
I just feel like because there's less stuff, it seems like there's more places to explore up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
it does. But at the same point, I'm very suspicious of the fact that I'll now have...
No, it's because we all know Michael's a disaster at rolling dice and drawing tension cards, and I just don't want him sabotaging.
Yeah, that's why he wanted me to go first, so he could look where I was going and be like, I'm not going to be anywhere near that mess.
I'm going to be badass now.
No, they don't.
Seriously, prove us wrong, please. Please prove us wrong.
This is a co-op game, so if one of us dies, we all die.
Yeah,
so,
this is full co-op.
So yes.
So the burden of saving him is on you.
Yeah, we do have first aid spray. So this is a discard item. So
I'm going to do great, buddy. I'm going to do great. I'm going to do proud.
Yeah, I'm going to die now by myself in the basement.
So we can discard the spray to either resuscitate an unconscious character, or allow them to go up by 3 levels on their health. So we've all got one of these.
Yep.
I imagine they're going to get used. And God help me.
Well, what we want to ideally is save the first aid sprays in case someone goes unconscious. But that does mean, I suppose it would still be better to use them preventatively. So if you do get down to like sort of danger level, just use it, I suppose.
Oh, by the way.
But what we really want to do is save them for when we get to G-Mutant.
Yeah. Can I just clarify? Staircases here to here and here to here.
Yeah.
So
we sort of set that up deliberately so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. But just so I can call it out.
Yeah.
Right.
So what we need, Ollie, is we need to find the blue card key.
Right.
Yeah, we need the blue key card turns into the lockpick.
Okay.
Yes, and that is on a B location.
Okay, so is this a B location?
The white ones are A's and the flamey-looking ones are B's.
Right, so these
Flamey-looking
sparkles are items. If you remember in Resident Evil later games, items will sort of have a shine to them if they're pick-upable and interactable.
Yeah.
So these sparkles have been put into this game as item tokens.
Oh, the other thing we need to do, is which guns are we having?
Oh, yes. So we get to start with, because this is the scenario mode and not campaign mode, we get to start with some extra guns, i.e. 3 of the really, really good ones. So we've got a shotgun, we've got a grenade launcher, and we've got a bow gun. Where's
That's right.
The bow gun?
Where is the bow gun?
All right, nobody got the bow gun out. That's fine.
I thought it was already out.
I thought it was already out.
No. Who was in charge of setting this up?
I got it!
Nope.
I would do such a thing.
I mean, basically, this is not really a decision
Nope.
because each one of us can only use one of these weapons.
Yeah.
We didn't actually choose that deliberately. It just kind of worked out that way.
I mean, I think
Shuffling.
am I the only one who can use the... Oh, no, you can use the bowgun.
I can use... so I'm the only one that can actually use 2 of these, but I'm also the only one that can have the grenade launcher. I think that I should have the grenade launcher and the bow gun. You should have nothing, and he should take the shotgun.
I agree.
No.
Don't forget your special abilities.
It turns out we've
what
got
am I
no
just
bow
gonna do,
gun.
like,
Yeah,
Tell them off.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Go away.
No, but
I've just noticed something. Mike's managed to set up, if we need these red sparkly ones, who's the closest to all of them?
me.
What an amazing coincidence!
But we can't go in there, Ollie, because we need a pick lock.
You can go into there. There's one there. She can go up the stairs and she's in this bit.
Yeah.
That doesn't require a pick.
Yeah, I feel like... But we definitely have to put at least one person in each start location, right?
Oh, yeah.
we do.
But that basically
100%.
means, like, you are finding that red key card.
Blue key card.
Blue
So the
key
interesting thing about the red key card is that
yes.
even though there's a door for the red key card, we can't find it because it's part of the campaign mode.
Yeah.
So that room is... This inclusion... This might as well not be here.
It's dead to
because
us.
we're playing scenario mode, we cannot access this room anyway.
But we thought we put it on the map just to
Yeah,
show
well,
you.
it feels very like Resident Evil video game because it's like...
There's a locked door you
know,
can't open.
Yeah, here's a locked door that you can't open, and maybe there's a key somewhere if you can find it. It's in...
Probably not. Alright, so I will be going first because reasons. I think I'm going to dive into this room to try and find some good items in there.
We'll dive into that room.
Room with the typewriter.
So just to let you know, Ollie, that is an amber tile.
Yes, but the corridor behind me is also amber, isn't it?
Correct.
So
Just to let you know, there's also a zombie dog there.
there's a zombie dog there?
In your corridor.
In our corridor.
Yeah.
Where?
Right here.
Ah, poo.
He's like, barf, 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 barf. He's sort of on patrol right now. He hasn't really spotted you yet.
Well, have fun with that.
Oh, great.
1, 2. Dick. I could be nice, but should I be nice? We're on the same side.
No.
Fine. 4, and I'll shoot him with my handgun. So I'll put 2 bullets into that. So I start with 15.
Yeah. And the handgun's rapid fire, which represents you just paffing off bullets. And so you can choose to fire between 1 and 3, and as a result, you get to roll between 1 and 3 dice, equal to the amount of ammunition you spend.
I whiffed.
So Ollie's fired 2 bullets and missed with both.
Damn dog. I blame you for this.
He's like, barf? So he now gets a free move, doesn't he?
Because he missed.
Because Ollie attacked and missed.
Correct.
Yep.
Barf, barf.
Because he moves 2 spaces, doesn't he, zombie dog?
Yeah.
Yep.
We've got got some stat
Damn
cards
it.
here. Let's move this out of the
Oh,
way.
shouldn't have attacked him.
Yeah, God, Ollie, what
Thanks,
were you
Captain
thinking?
Hindsight.
Do you know what, Ollie? That roll would have been really good if you were trying to evade an enemy, though.
Do you know what, though? Do you know what you can do? You can
What's that?
shoot the dog from where you are.
I can. I will do that.
Speaking of which, that's all 4 of your actions, isn't it?
Yep.
So, Michael, are you going to go next?
Yes, I'll go next.
Okay, cool.
Do you think you should go next?
I've got to do
No,
the
you should go next.
resolve thing anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
can go
Ollie's
next.
got to go to react phase, so now he's
Yeah.
going to be attacked.
Yep. Yay! So I get 2.
So, after Ollie's active phase, there's a reaction phase where zombies and shit do bad stuff.
Having just rolled 2 dodges, if I don't roll a dodge, I swear.
You're gonna roll 2 hits. It's so funny.
No, dodge.
No, so you've got one excellent dodge there.
Yep.
So that's you're safe from the attack for now.
Cool. And I will be flipping my flippy.
Let's flip over a tension card.
Oh, clear.
It bloody well isn't. I'm being attacked by a devil dog.
Funnily, it does say, a howl in the distance breaks the silence, a long and mournful note for the city of ruin.
How distant do they think that is? He's standing in front of me and I'm whacking him on the head with a gun.
You've got tetanus, so it's hard to hear stuff.
Tinnitus.
Ten-
Tetanus is the thing you get when you hit a rusty nail.
Right.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Tetanus. Yeah, that
Tinnitus.
one.
Tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Okay, so I will...
Help me.
Yes. I will spend 2 bullets as well. I'll go down from 15 to 13. And I'll have two blue die.
Shoot the dog, not me.
2 pushbacks.
Hey.
That'll do, won't it?
I would have
So-
preferred it being dead.
Michael can now pick the dog and move it 2 spaces.
Okay. 1, 2.
Yep. And then
We
it's
looked
reaction
around a lot
phase.
for clarification on whether pushback could be used to take a dog out of line of sight of
Yeah.
the attacker with the gun, and we could find nothing, so we just assumed it could.
Yeah.
The rules seem to indicate that you resolve the die roll results in any order you want. It doesn't say that the pushback can't take it out of line of sight. But now that it is out of line of sight, you can't shoot it anymore, so what are you going to do?
Well, I think what I'll have to do is do 2, 3, and 4 open the door.
You could have just opened the door behind you.
Uh...
Then you'd have chances to go in.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good
but then you'd
shout.
also spawn more enemies, and then you guys would be in linked rooms spawning enemies.
All right.
That would be acting all the time.
Gotta be friends, Ollie.
I'm trying to be friends, but I tried to kill a dog for you and it's just backfired.
Not me. I'm not going to be friends. I'm going to go... no, so now there's a reaction step. This dog is going to go 1, 2.
Hi.
And then we're gonna have another card here.
All clear. The wind scratches across empty streets. Loose...
Detritus.
What's
Detritus.
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 I
Like
feel
rubbish?
like that's a variable pronunciation. Is that
Oh, yeah,
American,
definitely.
Americanism?
Yeah.
Loose detritus, the only movement in the merciful stillness.
So detritus is like sort of
Tumbleweed?
waste and garbage. No, it's
Yeah.
like dust and maybe little scraps of shit.
Yeah, it's like the land equivalent of flotsam and jetsam. It's just garbage.
Fair enough.
Broken stone.
Cool, yoga.
Cool. Or like ash maybe from fires.
Yeah, that'd work.
1, 2. All right, so I've moved 2, and now I'm going to shoot this zombie on the ground. He's lying down, but I'm like, you don't fool me, zombie. So I've got 2 actions. So the question is, do I want to do one big action or many small? I think I'll do one big action because I'm going to. So I'm using 3 bullets. I'll go down to 12.
Can he kill a zombie?
Bam. The answer is yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I've got a
Excellent.
double hit there. That's the equivalent of a 6, and it's the only way.
Help me.
See, it's because I played the video game before, so I understand the importance of headshots.
I've played the video
So
game before.
my final action is going to be to open this door.
Cool.
Okay.
And much like the doors in the video game, you don't actually react to what's on the other side until you step through them. And with that, I think it's time for Ready, Steady, Play tomorrow on Ready, Steady, Play.
Yes.
Can I kill the demon dog?
Can Ollie and Michael kill a dog? Can I find the blue key card?
First off the bat, that'd be hilarious.
That would be brilliant.
No, I mean the
Unlikely.
first item. Yeah, unlikely. Very unlikely. We haven't rigged this, so we have no idea whether it'll go well. If we don't make it to the boss fight, we're sorry.
know.
We would like to show it to you, but we don't rig shit, so
And we
it
might-
may not happen.
Knowing
might
our
die.
playthroughs.
Yeah, we might just all die. Or it might just wind up with me like running in there by myself with the grenade launcher, like kamikaze. Yippee-ki-yay!
You say that, you've got the best chance of any of us of actually taking him out because the grenade launcher is amazing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's soloing him, though. But much like... anyway, so I hope that you're excited to come on this Resident Evil 2 journey with us. We're very excited to show you the sewers and basement of Raccoon City.
I'd rather have a postcard, if I'm totally honest.
Well, make memories. See ya.
Make memories of tearing flesh.